My name is Mwaura Kaara. I'm a Kenyan. I tend to consider myself my child of the struggle. My historical history of I'm a student of history, and yeah, see myself work.
Maybe you can just talk a little bit about your parents, your background with your parents. I know that is very important. So I know they personally, they are my friends, they are common, they struggle and so forth. But they are son. I think you can take about him and make a feeling. So that's it.
Yeah, as I said, I refer myself as a child of the struggle. That I was raised by parents who are the political active, the political processes in Kenya at the time from trying to give an awakening as the 90s. Justice, not as dignity. So year 4, my sister, my brother, I have a brother. And a big part of our inheritance has been that socialization in the political process of our country. Ultimately, has an effect in terms of memories of growing up, in terms of interactions with parents. My dad is late.
Can you Kaara?
Yeah, my dad is called Kaara Sharia, and my mom is called Mwaura Kaara.
And they are both teachers.
They're both teachers.
Trained in Kenyatta University.
Trained at Kenyatta University. My dad was a history student, like what I've done myself. My mom was a history and language. Was the first cohort of young radical teachers.
When did you learn about the involvement of your father? By the way, how was your father involved politically?
So, my father was part of the group called the connecting to the student days, starting up young professional life engagement. So in terms of interaction, my memories that when I was born, when I started, so even
around those times,
in the 80s, my father was not around. Because of the frequent these aspects, you not give us exactly. You are not normal families. Why you reality you should create our room. So, and the mode of communication became, letter writing and all that. So part of that maybe inspired me to have much write, to read, because I remember a gift from my finger back to was a book by Max called Math. I was later to come and internalize. We grew up within the literature of John Manene and the Flying Mass, John Manene and the Pistol. And since we were written in Kikuyu, it was the first language of interaction. So, how we defined the characters, that in a very innocent, but in a very deeply political way. ultimately shape my orientation, life, my engagements in general, with the world in mind.
No, yeah, no, but in fact, by the way, when you mentioned Maxim Gorky from the mother, which is also translated to mama, it came from what we used to get it from the Onye bookshop. It was what you Onye bookshop that they were selling Maxim's literature in the Onye bookshop, sometimes from progress publishers in Moscow and novice publishers. Maxim Gorky, this is a book about revolution, how people are organizing writing at that time. Because he was working with many, and it's motivated many work, including I think that time because help was so go underground, and it taught us how people suffer and people and organize underground for change. But then also, how did your father tell you to have many friends you later on, because I know you are young that time in Kenyatta, does he remember some of the names your father who was in the university that time or combo?
Well, I mean, as I said, as part of growing up is all your social life, being program is at our home as a local. So you've got to meet, many people come to visit. Later on, get to be told who was that process. We were fortunate enough to go and visit him when he went to exile. I'm sure I met you.
Yeah, maybe in that time.
Steven.
Takara.
Yeah, don't even know it. Yes, yes. Karanja. Bingo,
Raten.
yes. Yes.
People that's
anything to add? More people.
He that one from Wangigi.
People like Kefashi Atu.
Yeah, got the great Kibashi.
I mean, have been family friends.
Yes.
That age. Kenya literally
yes. Yeah. Kenya from here.
Yeah. Giviro.
Giviro. Eh. Oh, more of Giviro.
More of Giviro.
Seriousness, my roommate at the university. And my education in Tamil.
Yeah.
Okay.
And later on in growing up, what we learned to meet.
Yes.
One. Life trajectory must taken me to that kind of meditation. So they have become the peers of one seek direction.
And you know that you originated from Kangema. In Kangema, there are many patriots both from Sydney to December to Kenya. Do you remember Africa's naming from Kangema?
Yeah, I mean, at the family level, they were family brother, brother. So, I mean, in a sense, it also shows you the stillness of the states.
Yes.
Of the states targets you it even gets to those who have viewed our association. So, Kiro,
Yeah, okay, yes. And he later died, I think. He even came to fight after that. So you met him.
he stayed at our home for some time.
Yes.
So yeah.
You know, we go to karaoke. Can you talk something more about him? What is your uncle? Even your son calling about him?
Yeah. He's my dad's elder brother. He was the youngest dean of us.
And also Namibia.
It's not in Namibia.
And
Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
South Africa.
Cameroon.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, because my dad was in exile, because he was in prison.
Pain.
I mean, detention was, even your circle of relations become very, so the friends that are here felt are my passions were in detention, exile, so the family becomes sort of ostracized. There is a commune around people suffering the same issues, like it's rights
How were you affected as a family by your father being involved in the struggle, being forced to live underground many times, and later on in Jerusalem, in exile, where we were together, where then we were together? How were you affected as a family? Immediate family of Kaara.
You don't have the normal child. There was a lot of disruption. There was a dislocation of the family, harassment was a thing. The unit of the family as you know it. The effect is life issues. It was quite struggle. You sit back and reflect. You are able to walk. You went to body. It also created a sense of tightness amongst ourselves and empathy. When you believe the father can practically from exile. Well, at the onset,
How was the life? The summary, how did you think?
getting adjusted back to the society was not easy. Stayed many years. Kenya, things changes. Politics and very money.
You know, because I'm asking that, yeah, so how, because when we are living in that one, it is not an easy life. We are living as as refugees, seeking political asylum, and we are surviving through UNHCR, United Nations Commission for Refugees, to get something there. And we are living very closely in one common house. Yes. We car, material, there. My best wife and Charlie there in one room. Mghanga of Ego is there. One time Kabir, Command Kabir was living just there. Come and also say like in part of the room of Ghana. Other were really brother. Brother we are from Mwangi. And other many Kenyans are living in another place. But we were meeting today. And your father being a teacher and having already a lot of real common institutions and organizer in the other things. That was, he was very resilient and that was, so do you say the way to perform the thing that I would say that
You want to say civic? But I mean, many things that have changed. Adjusting a field, just like many of us, adjusting to new situation, reorganizing, the fast changing so-called democratic country. Good.
and you do say that your fathers have been contributed in your outlook today.
Yeah. I mean, a proud product. That's total son. Socialization. Even in its deepest moments, we're able to see the explanations of yeah, I mean, it's a very, very big.
Anyway, what do you do today?
Of course, to define what's I mean, I've built a skill, a couple of things. What I learned by offers in terms of collaboration, pretty much by all that effort, I try to push upward tasks society.
Now, as a young man, almost makes it to Gen Z. Almost married to Gen Z. How do you see Kenya today? How do you play your young man? The politics, social life, whatever you think that those things.
I think in terms of politics, it's quite a hot. In terms of anger, it's quite some grounds for the same. But it's a challenge to organize that anger. Very long.
what do you wish is done? Your wish. What do you wish? What do you wish Kenya is like? And what do you think you wish is done? That you can give.
There's a lot of organizing that needs to happen. We tend to agonize. And so we say that we present like processes, individual issues. We don't seek to have any solution. The same kind of focus. We sit back and things organize. Able to see that I'm sure there can be some change in our concepts. That calls for people to try and understand this struggles are complicated. Never engage in the processes or energy.
As a student and a scholar of history, what do you advise anybody who wants to make a contribution in making a society? What do you do?
Just a journey into history. All every moment of it. You need to learn the organizing how people are you see, and you have that rich history. Even the pre-colonial society, there's so many things. There's this sense of fairness in the paper, an energy that seems to come.
Because I've been hearing that and people are saying, you see how 4 times matters is people. We are also homeless, we are very homeless, we are leaderless, we are partyless. Because I could see my mouth there. A movie called La Kenya Land and Freedom Army. And we like that before. Yeah.
Change is good here. Here is a factor now. In the States, we identify talk well because if you have clarity of what you're doing and how you're thinking, it is not that happen. You even the basic critical science, one I don't think there's anything that has been studied around there. That sense comes in contact with
maybe things have changed. Because during the time, started not only one disease, got service, Marx, Engels, Mao Zedong, but Kwame Nkrumah, all those people revolutionaries struggling for independence for others. That one is not. All that I'm important to then you can think what on is young thing in all that area. So that it is now seen as a waste of time going back to study. And no, the one this was not only about the time. And we knew that people who are really fighting it is now irrelevant. But I what the thing.
What's the wrong with this? It's what you do. Because a lot of it is feeling inspired. How do you feel inspired? It's trying to learn from what I've done. You can't make assumptions by the virtue you have. Everything starts. I think we tend to find ourselves confusion. The only thing yourself. There must be something else. That else is it's like more inspiration. Inspired by trying to figure out what might be out.
Now, when you get to the end, when you are looking at things today, the conversation which is promoted by the media, is it as if one individual gives power as president, then another one enters as president, another one, then things will change. What do you think about these people? If Ruto must go to say about one term, and then so forth, that if we change people up there, then somehow we change. I don't know how you can take it every day.
There should be issues. If the foundational is less, the work gets some of these structural issues will mean that you have to improve the state of Kenya. We ask ourselves, who does it serve? If we want to see who it serves, then we can see where the media where the business is. They're all in the same, same basket. And dealing with that calls for deeper calculation. What states do you want? What Kenya state do you want? How do you start? I'm not very interested.
We are saying that this media is only by people who are not going to change your system. We try to promote the idea that individual problem, but not the system. That if you change the individual and remain the system, things will change. Is that what you're saying?
I think it's part of the bigger core.
So Ndugu, finally, what would you advise Kenyan youth and especially the Gen Z, those ones, what do you think? And those who really are willing and continue to make a contribution. And we are saying that Gen Z in Kenya are really trying to change, and even they are calling for change, and they are wanting to struggle and inspiring for a better Kenya. And they are even struggling for it, and many of them have died, many and they seem to be resilient, and they are struggling for that change. Not only in Kenya, but throughout the East African region. Yeah. What would be your advice? Personally, hopes actually be a Gen Z too.
That is very good. You need more. It's also you need to appreciate the process. So you have to pick the victory yesterday. You need to teach you. Connect, struggle. Now, Kenya. I mean, all that struggle. This change is so that there is a connection. Connection. And that way, victory.
Asante sana ndugu. Lakini kabla hapo kuna Njoki Omai. I don't know why. Njoki Omai completely Njoki. I'm very young professor. Here. Maybe you can come and say here. Then you sit down here.
Oh.
And maybe you can even ask him questions.
I come with a chair. With a chair.
Yeah, you can
Go to the hot seat.
Yes, just come around and say hi to Mwaura and say if you want to ask him something, you can ask him before you.
No, I wanted
his seat. Anything you want. Even you can say hi.
Is this part of the chair?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's so amazing. Connect
So,
with the Mwaura. Yes.
Do you know him?
Yes, Mwaura Kaara.
Yeah, good.
Exactly. No, but one thing I've learned, which I never knew actually, it's very good, that Gogo Karuki is your dad's brother.
yeah.
Yeah.
Would you enjoy you?
For some reason I never knew. Because you are so light and you are so dark.
Why did you know
what
for career?
Is that like
Joki, what did you want to go to career?
Sikweli hata kwa moto. Ile ya center for memory. Ile ya watu wa Nyayo.
Oh, ndio.
Ile ya national friend. Washira.
Washira ya hivi.
Yes. But I first I knew the son. The one in the UK. No, he has another name, Karis. When I was in the UK, we had formed the Mwaura Justice Network. So when the Mwaura was killed for the case, we used to do the running around, and that's why I did.